Welcome, Traveller, to the Dice Gods. My name is Hydra, and today we are going to have a look at the newly announced Warcrow releases for January 2026. Yes, 2026, would you believe it? This series, as ever, supported by our channel sponsors, lowlandminiatures.nl. If you are looking for Warcrow, Infinity, or bolt action across Europe, they've got incredibly aggressive prices, so you should absolutely check them out. Link in the description below. So first up this month, and it's actually, Corvus Belli are quite nice this month. They aren't giving us a lot that we need to spend money on, but what they are giving us that we need to spend money on, well, you'll see. First we have the Scions intact. So these are your sort of basic line troops. You'll have seen these in Song of the Dormant. These are actually a availability 3 for Scions, so you may want to get extra, you may not, depending on how much you like and enjoy running them. If you're not familiar, these guys are CO casts, so with all the challenges that brings, but very much welcome and a good way to build out your troopers, so saying. They're also joined by the other basic line troopers from Song of the Dormant, the Feudum Gisamiers, I think I'm saying that right. Again, these guys, very potent. If you like your line infantry pokey, these guys are the way forward. Now, the next miniatures, these are the new shiny for January. And if you are a Syenann fan, if you are a Syenann collector, I have no possible way of understanding how you could possibly resist these. Aren't they pretty? Clouded. So, first thing you need to know, and it's the first thing that I had in my head when I saw these, is that these are unical, 100% unical. So what you see here is what you're going to get. These are going to be beautiful, crisp, clean miniatures, ready to roll and ready to play. So, yeah, I mean, aren't they just absolutely stunning? The epitome of the ambush predator, and incredibly well in keeping with the theme of the Syenann. But are they any good? Will you actually want to run them, or are they just pretty and you should collect them? Well, actually, they are pretty good. For 30 points, 3/3 move with a 12 charge, 3 wounds, reasonable whip, 2 morale, and only one of these, which is incredibly disappointing if you ask me. They're cavalry elf, numerous Syenann. They prefer rugged and forest terrain, who'd have thought it, and they have the scout ability, which is kind of tasty. Now, we start getting into the stats of these. They throw a strong red and 2 mid-orange in close combat, which is quite potent. But if you push them, you can bump that to 2 red and 3 orange. I mean, sure. You start hitting those hollow exclamations and you can add an extra wound to your attack. And if you get the hollow strike, then you are going to add vulnerable to your target, which is, I mean, absolutely sure. In defense, then you have 2 green and 2 wheat black. So, yeah, not bad in defense, but you can push that and add a red and an orange attack die in there, because of course you can. 2 exclamations will get you the ability to move yourself 5 strides, which is quite nice, and conquest value of 1. So they can actually do a bit of holding of objectives. With that scout ability, the ability to get down the board at the start, is not a bad thing at all. Then we have the skill Predatory Jump, where you can place yourself 12, which is just a great way of sort of progressing. And in a game that's so focused on positioning and movement, being able to just twink yourself 12 without having to do that charge, without having to have a target, is incredibly potent, bouncing around the board like you were made for it. Passive abilities. When you engage during activation, we have Predators. The enemy unit receives the disarm state if it didn't have line of sight towards you at the beginning of your activation. So if you can hit an enemy in the back or from cover or whatever, then you can give them the disarm state. So yeah, this is pretty potent, to be honest with you. This is quite a potent way of really messing with and doing some damage to your enemy and making your attacks more reliable, to be honest. Camouflage, no line of sight, target all enemy units further than 7 strides away. If you are within 3 strides of any terrain element, the targets cannot draw a line of sight to you. So, if you have your Clouded near to a wood, they can't be targeted. And then you can just bounce yourself out 12 strides, and start messing with the enemy. These guys are incredibly potent and incredibly scary, and yet, I mean, even 3 wounds actually, and with that defense lineup, with the strong greens and the weak black, that's potent. They are a fairly reliable 30 points, and the output that they have with those 2 red, 3 orange potentially, and the hollow exclamations pushing to wounds, they are just mean. Almost, Corvus Belli, almost you have me wanting to play Syenann. Just the temptation is very much there. But for now, thank you as ever. That's all that we need to talk about for Warcrow for January 2026. It's a quiet month, so thanks as ever to our members, especially the Archangels Chris Sexton, Euroblob, Kaz, and Mr. Cheshire. Lovely to see that little cohort growing, as is good to see the Nephilim increasing with Jim Callahan, Michael Rowan, Mike Pierce, Sean Colburn, and Island Inglis, who I will pronounce his name correctly one day, just probably not today. Also, thank you to the priests, to all of the acolytes, and all of the wonderful congregation of the Dice Gods. You guys are making it possible for me to do all of this stuff, and you, if you're not part of that, for less than a cup of coffee per month, you could get more of this, and you could get access to extra stuff and things, and the Discord and the whole community and things. It's a busy place. I mean, if you've got an hour free in any given day, you could absolutely catch up with the Discord in about 5 lifetimes. It's great. It's great. You should absolutely do that. So yeah, if you're not already, please do consider becoming a member of the channel. It helps me do more of this, and that is greatly appreciated. But for now, do please like, share, and subscribe if you can't become a member. That helps me get the words of the Dice Gods out there, spread the word of Warcrow, which is always a good thing. So for now, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again back here in the world of Warcrow in Lindworm very soon. Goodbye.